I haven't been too big on patch reviews, but this particular piece of information calls for a massive update and a separate video. The content of 9.1 Shadowlands patch has been leaked by none other than Blizzard just ahead of BlizzConline, which starts tonight as I'm recording this, so you may or may not have seen it by the time this video is published, but I still kind of want to talk about it. The most important features of 9.1 are now known to us, and as much as I hope we'll be hearing more exciting things during BlizzConline, I'm pretty happy with these so far. This is what's originally been written by Blizzard as a sort of an intro of the content features. The treacherous Sardathrius has been defeated, but the power of the Maw still grows. In Chains of Domination, the upcoming first major content update for World of Warcraft Shadowlands, players will delve into new depths of the Jailer's hopeless domain, seeking to understand the true nature of his malignant plans. But the Banished One has a terrible new champion in his service, a cruel instrument of despair conscripted by Sylvanas Windrunner, capable of installing dread into the hearts of Azeroth's heroes like no creature of the Shadowlands. So before we get into the updates, this sort of breaks the conspiracy of the next major piece of content being tied to another particular covenant, like Castle Nathria was to Revendreth. Instead, we're going straight to Jailer's front door and try to get our king back, who is apparently now an instrument of evil. This seems to be surprising to a lot of people, but do remember that Blizzard has intentionally been incorporating some pieces of Anduin's dark side into the books and cinematics, even before Shadowlands. He was meant to succumb to this, and the main question is, will we be able to save him from himself or not? Alright, let's dive deeper into what we know about Shadowlands 9.1 so far. First up, we got a new zone update, a mystical city called Korthia, pulled into the Maw by the Jailer in his search for power. Here we'll be getting new quests and outdoor activities, which is really exciting. Now, there is one thing that slightly worries me, and I guess we'll hear more about it during BlizzConline, but is this going to be another Maw-like environment? I hope not, and it better not have the same tier system attached to it. I mean, if it's just the art design we're talking about, it's fine, but I would not like the zone to be Maw's extension for another very important reason, and that's flying. Yes, flying is going to be unlocked in Shadowlands 9.1. However, it will apparently only be available in the 4 Covenant zones and nowhere beyond that. Now, I can only assume that we won't be able to fly in the city, not now and not anytime soon, maybe not ever, but hopefully they've at least designed the city so that we don't exactly feel the need to, although we will. The next update is the lore one, with the Covenants getting reunited and launching a mutual assault against the Jailer. I mean, it was about time for this to happen, right? They're not really supposed to be enemies anyway, in my opinion, so the interaction between the Covenants should be present, if not ongoing. I mean, of course, they do have their differences, but if you look at Covenants as 4 different countries and compare them to our world, it's kind of a common practice for countries to work together if they are to coexist, right? I mean, I'm not getting all political here and assuming all countries live in peace because they don't, but as there's 4 Covenants and not like 200, there's no sense in fighting against each other. So I think this patch is a step in the right direction. The next piece of yummy content is the new raid, the Sanctum of Domination. This one is a 10 boss raid, happening in an unexplored part of Torghast. Now, we don't know much about it yet, but we do know that we'll get to see Sylvanas herself and most likely be tasked with defeating her. Now, I'm not sure if that means killing her or not, but considering she manages to sway Anduin onto the dark side, I mean, that's not actually forgivable, is it? Another one we'll get to face is a dude who's been turning our afterlives into an actual nightmare, and I think many will be thrilled to kick his backside. You know that big giant, well, you know, giant, who hunts you down when you lose 10 lives in your final boss in Torghast? Yeah, that one. Tarak is going to be there, and whether or not he's going to be the actual boss, we're yet to find out, but I don't see the reason not to let us flush him down the Torghast toilet. Another cool update is the new dungeon, actually mega dungeon, called Tazavesh, the Veiled Market, with 8 bosses, which is apparently designed as a heist. The team is the Brokers, who are trying to steal some powerful artifacts from Azeroth. Wait, what? What's that about? I honestly can't wait, as the Brokers are incredibly interesting and mysterious. I really hope we'll get to learn more about them while getting a fresh piece of content to enjoy. There are even more updates, including, but definitely not limited to, the 2nd season of PvP, a new Mythic plus Affix themed around the Jailer's new power, a new Covenant armor wearable by any class, more soulbinds and conduit powers, new mounts and pets, new quests, and a lot of other stuff. How do you feel about the new content? What are you excited about? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, smash the thumbs up. If you haven't subbed to the channel yet, now is a good time, as more simple WoW guides are coming soon. Thank you for watching, and bye bye.